Hello, and thanks for joining me. Today we're going to have some fun and make some beef and cheese enchiladas. They're so easy, make a perfect dinner. Everyone loves them. So let's get started. Okay, let's make our enchilada sauce. You can always buy yours ready-made in a can, but I want to show you how easy it is to make it yourself. Take a skillet, heat it up, and add 1/4 cup of oil. I'm using olive oil. And then add 1/4 cup of flour and stir that in. My skillet's still heating, by the way. And this is like making a roux. So we're going to cook this, stirring it until it has a chance for the flour taste to be removed. About 2 minutes. Now I'm going to add my spices, but I'm going to be ready to quickly add my water because garlic powder does burn. And so I have 1 teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1 tablespoon of chili powder. Now if you like your spicy, go on and put up to 2 tablespoons in. And then slowly add my water. I have 1.5 cups of water here. Now if you're using chicken broth, you'll be adding 1.5 cups of broth. I'm using bouillon. Now some sauces turn more red because the chili powder has more red in it. This one did not. Keep stirring. Get rid of those lumps I got from not stirring. I also want to add my chicken bouillon. So I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons full. Now you're going to cook this until it's the thickness that you prefer. If it gets too thick for you, go on and add a little water to it, a little more broth. You've already got your bouillon in, so if you're doing bouillon, add a little more water. If you're doing broth, add a little more broth. And that's how you make your sauce. Now I'm going to throw you off a bit because I have some sauce left over from another recipe that was store-bought or canned, and I'm going to add it to this recipe. That'll make it red. Okay, that's got it. I'm going to set this aside until we need it for later. Okay, let's cook our meat. Heat your skillet up, and I've got 1 pound of ground beef. And we'll want to break that into bits. Then you take a medium onion. I've got a red onion. You can use a yellow onion. And chop it finely and add that to your meat. And start stirring that up as it browns. Now I'm also going to add a little serrano peppers. Add a little heat. I've got those finely chopped. And when your ground beef's almost totally cooked and browned, we're going to take 2 cloves of garlic and mince them. Now once your hamburger ground beef is totally browned, push it to the side and let's get some paper towels. We're going to soak up that excess grease. So have a bowl handy to put your paper towels in. Use tongs, don't burn yourself. And let's soak this up. There we go. And let's add some spices. I have a teaspoon of chili powder and a teaspoon of cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of oregano. Now if you want to add some salt, just add it to your taste or add it when you get ready to eat it. I'm just doing about 1/4 teaspoon because I'm making this for others and I don't know what they like for salt. We're going to set this aside now. Okay, now it's time to put a little oil in our skillet, let it heat up, and we're going to work on our tortillas. We're using corn. We want to heat these up so that they soften and don't crumble and break. Okay, that's steaming. Let's put this on in. And it doesn't take long, but we do want to do this for each one. Okay, I'll go on and do the rest of these and you don't have to watch. Okay, we're ready to start making our enchiladas. Let's start by putting a little bit of sauce on the bottom of our casserole. Let's spread that out. Okay, there we go. Now then, take a tortilla. Oh, forgot an important ingredient. Okay, take a tortilla, take some cheese and put down the middle of it. Then some hamburger. And then we're going to tightly roll that. Push it all to one end. Like so. Now then, it was necessary that you heat up these tortillas or else they wouldn't be flexible. They would just crumble up and you wouldn't be able to roll these. I'll make the rest of them and I'll get back with you. Okay, I've got them all rolled. I've ended up with 13 and a half, depending on the size of your pan as to how many you can make. And what we're going to do next is we're going to coat this with sauce. Now I have some Monterey Jack cheese partial container. I'm going to go on and use it. It's a nice combination for this. So I'll put a Monterey Jack on first and then I'll come back and put cheddar on top of that. Now our oven should have been preheating to 375. I forgot to tell you. And now let's put cheddar on top. Darby's come over to pick up the cheddar cheese that I've dropped. Darby's my dog, by the way. Now, wasn't this easy? We're only gonna have to bake it for about 30 minutes until it's bubbly and the cheese is browned. That was about 2.5 cups of cheese. I like a lot of cheese. You could use less if you're not a cheese fan. Okay, let's put this in the oven. I'll get back to you. Wow, this is beautiful. The enchiladas turned out great. What I'll have to do now is serve them up so you can see what they look like and taste like. Wow, doesn't this look good? Let's give it a taste. Delicious. Perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. And it was so easy to make. You should give this a try and make your whole family happy. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye now.